Hello students, welcome to the class on engineering mechanics. I am Gayatri Mavre, Assistant Professor at Engineering Sciences Department, AISSMS IOIT Pune. In today's lecture, we will see triangle law of forces, mathematical expression for triangle law of forces, and we will discuss limitations of triangle law of forces. Triangle law of forces states that if two forces acting at a point are represented by two sides of a triangle taken in order, then their resultant is represented by the closing side of the triangle taken in opposite order. Now let us see mathematical expression for triangle law of forces. Here two forces P and Q are acting along two adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order. P force is acting like this, Q force is acting like this. So P and Q forces are taken in order. Then closing side of the triangle represents resultant of two forces but taken in opposite order. So resultant here is acting like this. This statement of triangle law of forces can be written in mathematical form using sine rule. In this triangle, one side of a triangle divided by sine of its opposite angle, here this ratio is constant and is equal to other side of triangle divided by sine of its opposite angle. This ratio is again constant and is equal to third side of the triangle divided by sine of its opposite angle. We can use this triangle law of forces if there are only two forces acting on the body. The two forces must be concurrent and the two forces should be taken in order. Now in the diagrams shown below, in first diagram we cannot use triangle law of forces to find resultant of this force system because number of forces acting at point O are more than 2. To apply triangle law of forces, there should be only two forces. In second figure, can we use triangle law of forces to find resultant of the forces F1 and F2? Yes, here we can use triangle law of forces because number of forces acting at point are 2. The two forces are concurrent, but the two forces here are going away from point of application. They are not taken in order. So to find the resultant using triangle law of forces, we need to do some modification in the given figure. To apply triangle law of forces, we need to draw a triangle. In that triangle, show F1 force as it is and take this F2 force, transmit it in opposite quadrant so that the two forces F1 and F2 will be taken in order. Then the closing side of this triangle will give us resultant of two forces taken in opposite order. So resultant of the two forces will be like this. Now angle between F1 and F2 force must be 120 degree here, this angle must be 120 degree. If angle between resultant and say F2 force is theta, then this third angle we can write as 180 minus 120, that is 60 minus theta. Now to this triangle we can use triangle law of forces to find out unknowns. In third diagram, can we find resultant of two forces using triangle law of forces? Yes. Here there are only two forces. The two forces are concurrent and the two forces are taken in order. So if we simply close this triangle, then third side will give resultant of the two forces taken in opposite order. So direction of resultant will be like this in this figure. Here angle between, we need to write down internal angles for this triangle. So this angle will be 150, 180 minus 30, 150 degree. If I call one of the angle as theta, then this third angle will be 180 minus 150, that is 30 minus theta. Now to this triangle you can use triangle law of forces to find resultant. In today's lecture we have seen what is statement of triangle law of forces. Then we have seen mathematical expression for triangle law of forces, that is sine rule, and we have discussed about limitations or conditions to apply triangle law of forces. Now let us solve one example based on triangle law of forces. P and Q are two forces with magnitude 6 Newton and 10 Newton respectively, and theta 60 degree is angle between them. Find resultant of the two forces. Here P and Q, there are only two forces acting at one point. Forces are concurrent, but the third condition is not satisfied here. Here two forces are going away, and to apply triangle law of forces we should have two forces taken in order. So I can draw P force like this, and transmit Q force in opposite quadrant. If I extend this line, then Q force I can draw like this. Q force. Then closing side of this triangle will give me resultant taken in opposite order. This will be direction of resultant. If angle between P and Q given is 60 degree, then this angle between P and Q must be 120. Let us say this angle here between P and resultant is alpha. Then this third angle will be 180 minus 120, that is 60 minus alpha. Now in this triangle, if we use sine rule, we can write mathematical expression for triangle law of forces, that is one side of the triangle divided by sine of opposite angle. Now to the P force, opposite angle is sine 60 minus alpha. This ratio is constant and is equals to Q force divided by sine of its opposite angle, which is alpha. This ratio is constant and is equal to third force R divided by sine of its opposite angle, which is 120. Sine 120. Here you have got two equations, and using these two equations you can find out two unknowns. We know that P force is 6 Newton and Q force is 10 Newton. Put these values, solve the two equations on calculator, and then you will get answers like alpha equals to 38.21 degree and resultant comes out 14 Newton. For further practice on triangle law of forces, you can refer reference books. Thank you.